Hey, what's going on again, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. John here with Knight Shining Armor Paint Correction, Ceramic Coatings, and Detailing. We have a 2024 Explorer ST. It came in for our blue collar BC1 3-year ceramic coating, and we thought it would be a good idea to showcase or film or video or however you want to look at it, how we prep for a paint correction and or ceramic coating. This is the pre-soak process here. We are using Angelwax Cleanliness 5:1. And this is not supposed to be a thick shaving cream type foam. This is meant to run down off the surface and emulsify and encapsulate and grab all that grit and grime or road film that might be on the vehicle. And while it's soaking, we're going to grab a very soft detailing brush and we're going to go around the little emblems. This is just a makeup brush and we know how soft these things are. We're going to get in the little eyelets of the grill, if you will. And I'm going to try not to babble and ramble too much in the video. Now that it's been on the vehicle 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and rinse it. Rinsing from the top down, simply because of physics. You don't want to rinse everything else and then go back up to the top and then have to re-rinse everything else. That'd be silly. And now that the rinsing is done, the way we do it in our shop, in our environment, is to apply the iron remover between the pre-soak and the contact wash. We have found out here that it makes rinsing and any remnants of the iron remover not linger or dwell or rear its ugly head. It's like, hey, why did this look stained an hour later? Because it was behind the taillight or behind the side mirror on the door. And for us in our environment, as you saw earlier in the video, we are using TacSystem Iron Zero. We have scoured the country looking for the best products to use in our environment. This is just our personal preference. If you're another detailer, you just want to see what our process is, or you're new to the channel, or you're new to detailing, or whatever the case might be, this is not the be-all, end-all, holy grail of the way you have to do it. But as a veteran of painting vehicles, something I did for over 15 years, I use the best of the best when it came to painting and materials. And when it comes to detailing, it's no different for me and our shop. No one company makes great products for everything. We use a lot of products from TacSystem. It just sucks they pulled out of the country during COVID, and now you got to buy the stuff from Canada. But their products that we use are so great that it's really a minor inconvenience. And some of you might say, oh my God, what about the shipping? If you spend $100 in detailing products from where you can buy it from in Canada, the shipping's free. And their customer service at Carzilla is great. I highly recommend them if you're gonna buy anything that you can't buy in the US and you're gonna buy it from Canada, buy it from Carzilla, because they really are awesome. And for a mid-sized vehicle, when you're applying iron remover, you're going to use around 250 milliliters or 8 ounces. And as you'll see here, we used a good 12 to 14 ounces of this 500 milliliter bottle, if not almost all of it. Bring you in for a first-person view here, go around and see what we've sprayed. See if there's any little spots that maybe we need to give a once going over and see if there's any iron deposits or fallout on the vehicle. And this is a brand new vehicle with 500 miles on it. You would think, like I say, you would think the dealership would do a better job of prepping their vehicles, because this is probably a $70,000 vehicle, roughly, maybe only 60, but it's still 60 grand, folks. If I was spending 50 grand on a vehicle, I would want it completely decontaminated from the day that I bought it. We're going to rinse the iron remover in the same fashion that we rinse the pre-soak. Going to rinse from the top down. And I don't know if you saw it in the pre-soak or not, but the dealership treated this with some sort of ceramic wax or spray sealant or something along those lines. And you'll see it later in the video, they did not do the bumper at all, the front bumper. It didn't even get done. And now that I'm about done rinsing the iron remover off the vehicle, gonna go grab our wash media. We like to do the multi-method mitt in our shop. I am not a big fan of the 2-bucket method, not because it doesn't work, just because it takes too much time. We do not want to spend the time to have to dunk your mitt every panel. We use 4 to 5 wash mitts. As you'll see here, there's still a little bit of protection here. But like I was saying, we use 4 to 5 wash mitts. and we strategically place them around the vehicle after they've been in our bucket of strip wash or pH neutral car shampoo or whatever the case might be. We pull those out of the bucket, grab our foam cannon. In this case, it's a strip wash. Our strip wash is the old Adams strip wash plus a product made by PDP, Professional Detailing Products, out of Canton, Ohio, Orange Power. The ratio of that is 3 ounces of strip wash per 1 ounce of undiluted Orange Power. 93% of the time, this will literally knock out any kind of wax or sealant that we see on a vehicle. It's very rarely that we see that it doesn't work. It has a ton of lubricity. It's very slick. It's a great combination. We've been using it that way for about a year now. We've always used the Adams strip wash with some form of a citrus cleaner or a degreaser added in to give it a little extra kick. We still have about a gallon left of the old strip wash. I don't know what their new strip wash is like, but I may review that in a future video. Once again, we're going to start from the top down. We have a wash mitt, a microfiber mitt on a stick or expanding wand, whatever you want to call it. And this will be the wash media we use strictly for roofs and hoods. Just depends on the vehicle. If it's a tall truck, we'll use it on the hood as well. And some of you might be asking, what do you do with the wash mitts when you're done? Well, they go into a bucket and then they get washed. They do not get reused on another vehicle without being thrown in the washer and then again in the dryer. We have about a dozen wash mitts here, so we're not constantly waiting on stuff to come out of the dryer. As I work my way around the Explorer here, the way that we like to wash is start from the top down, and when it comes to panels, we will wash down to a body line or roughly the middle of the door or so and flip the microfiber mitt over. So we're getting the very dirty, grimy side last on one particular side of the pad so we can minimize any kind of swirling that we may induce getting the vehicle ready for paint correction or a coating. I did also forget to mention before the pre-soak that the wheels were already done. If you're going to do the engine bay as part of the package, you'll want to do it first and then the wheels. Getting ready to rinse off the strip wash here. Once again, working from the top down. Washing from the top down is not necessarily a rule. It might as well be a law, as immutable as gravity. Not to steal a line from Top Gun Maverick, but it's true. If you're going to wash, rinse, whatever, you always go from the top down. I am not 100% sure what the dealership put on the exterior of this thing, even though they didn't do it all. But rinsing this thing from the strip wash, it took a little hit from the strip wash, but there's still some protection here. And when this happens, we have to bust out a product not that we called it, it's called Fireball Wax Off. And there's still some protection here. It's sheeting really, really, really fast. And with Fireball Wax Off, you apply it into a microfiber applicator pad and just work it in like you would if you were going to wax a vehicle, and you let it haze over. Once again, going from the top down. And like a lot of our videos that we have posted when it comes to our process or how to, it's sped up at 2 times the normal rate. And this video here is almost a half hour long, and it's twice the speed. And if you include washing the wheels and the engine bay and all that good stuff, you have an hour and a half roughly in getting a vehicle ready for a paint correction or a coating if you're doing a thorough job and you're gonna not miss anything and do the engine bay and do all the little extra things that you should, so your customer's completely ecstatic when the job is done. One thing I do want to note on new vehicles with Fireball Wax Off, yes, you can use it to remove oxidation on plastic trim, but on vehicles that don't have oxidation on the plastic trim, be very mindful of not getting that on that fresh plastic. I believe the reasoning for that is you can stain it. You just have to be mindful of that. Now that I'm about around the vehicle, the roof and the rest of the body panels have started to haze. I will bring everybody in for a first-person view so you can see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this product. Bring you guys in now for a first-person view. And see, it's starting to haze over. We're going to go ahead and start to rinse it and see if we're left with any protection or not. And then once this is done, you have to wash the vehicle again to remove any extra residue that is left behind from wax off. And I don't care how great of a vehicle washer you are, you will miss a spot. It will literally show you if you've missed any spots as a vehicle washer. It happens to the best of us. I'm sure our buddy Brian down at Summer Breeze Ceramic Coatings in South Carolina would be the first one to admit that Fireball Wax Off will show any employee or yourself how good or bad of a job you are at washing a vehicle. And once we're done rinsing the Fireball Wax off, we're going to grab the wash mitt on a wand that is soaking in a bucket of strip wash. And since the vehicle is already clean, we do not have to worry about swirling it by using one mitt across the entire thing. The odds of us swirling anything are next to none because it's already so clean. Once we get all of this processes done, if it needs clayed, we're going to clay it inside. If not, we're not going to potentially swirl up a new vehicle because clay is abrasive. Again, working from the top down, of course. We're going to quickly go around the vehicle because we just have to do the painted surfaces we applied wax off to. Please, if you like these videos, please hit the thumbs up button. That creates the algorithm for our videos to be seen. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so if you're new to the channel. I'll bring everybody in for a first-person view here, and you will see that there is still some protection left over. We're going to pull it inside and use a Body Shop grade wax and grease remover on it. Sikkens M600. And we're going to get the polishing. Once again, I am John. We are Knight and Shining Armor paint correction, ceramic coatings, and detailing. I appreciate everybody watching our videos. We will see everybody in the next video. Take care, y'all.